Hello there, guys. It's me, the ex-Litifer, and today we're doing one of Belwa's Reincarnation of Jetstream Sam. But before I start, I just want to say sorry, guys. Been lacking posting. I just have to go back to school and I have to get everything ready. Also, I'm playing Geo's America's Rising Revenge. Can you blame me? It's a good game. But the most hardest thing I'm doing is trying to get first place with all the VR missions. I have 7 done, which is impressive because if I complete all 7 done or complete all of the VR missions in Metal Gear Revenge, I unlock a new skin for Ryan that I really want because its effect is when I take damage from enemies, it lessens the chance of my score by, like, I get my at the end. Okay, sorry. I get 20% less damage from when enemies hit me. However, my fuel cell usage is increased by 20. I can't remember what else. My absorption is lessened by 20 or increased by more. I can't remember which, but you get the general idea. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. So I die. As Sam looks at Wolf, winks at him, signaling him to do this. It's up to you now, Wolfie. I'll see you one day. As he falls to the ground and dies from the wounds that he received from Raiden. As Raiden turned around and just said, he barely had any cybernetics enhancements. Sam, you are a worthy foe. But as Raiden flicks off his blade with some of Raiden's blood and just puts it back into the sheath, here you go, Wolf. What you wanted. As then Wolf and Raiden begin going towards Soulless Industries. And we go to Sam, just slowly wandering. Remember a story that my old man told me? He told me this. If the Ishishimura clan, I can't remember Jetstream's clan name. I can't remember if it's Jetstream or Mushishimura, but I think it's Mushishimura, so I'm sorry. The Ishishimura clan. His father told him that they had a gift from God. You see, there was one ancestor in their history that had been wronged and proved guilty, and he was murdered. However, God pitied him because he didn't deserve it. He's done all good in his life, and God gave him a second chance to reborn, but not as but as another child in the family. Of course, it was just sort of a legend and a rumor at the same time. However, that didn't stop Sam's father from believing that their ancestor did get a second chance to rebirth. And he also said this: sometimes our warrior's spirit is too strong. When a warrior dies, he has the option to be peaceful when they die, or they just want to have another fight before they go. Basically, son, it's like having another chance to live. However, the Ishishimura in this world has gone to nothing. The reason why the legend usually works is because our ancestors are dedicated to the sword. However, son, as Sam's father looks at him, the blade of the Ishishimura clan has slowly slowly dulled in the past few centuries. Samurais are lacking these days. And son, it doesn't matter how you die, as long as you die at a warrior's hand. A warrior who's been seeking justice. all his life. However, if you seek revenge, then that's not a very warrior thing. However, if it's something involves saving people, then he is worthy of killing you. And maybe God will give you a second chance, my son. Here, son. As Sam gets something from his father, like, what is Dad? Open it. As Sam opened the blade, like, is this our family's? As Sam's father went to his mouth and said, shh. He says, don't tell anyone. Besides, I'm gonna whip you into shape. Because I can see some potential in there. And that's when her memory ended. I wonder where I'm going, Sam says in his mind. To hell or to heaven? Either way, I don't care. As Sam is about to put his head behind his head, he then feels something. He begins like letting go of his hand, touching the ground. And when he's touching it, he feels something. It's like grass. As Sam opens his eyes and looks up to what he sees. As he sees he's alive, but in another world. Or he sees a forest. As he gets up, the moment he didn't notice, like, he was a lot shorter in height. So that's when he begins looking at his hands, and he begins to say, no, don't tell me. As he begins looking around, and he sees a puddle, or a pond. He goes to it and looks in the pond and just sees his face. And that face was Belle Cornell's face. As Sam starts twitching his face like, so, I'm Blondie now. If you guys don't know what that means, it's the first thing that's the first thing that Sam called Raiden. Like, so when he got killed. Anyway, as Sam begins to wonder what the hell happened, like, how is this possible? But then he remembered, like, oh no, please don't tell me. Well, my father was always a mysterious man. Besides, this is very fascinating. I didn't think that our clan actually had this. We could do this. As then Sam wonders, I wonder what the name of this boy is. But then he gets a huge headache. But this headache is not a normal headache. It's a headache of this person's memories being fused to Sam's. As then Sam begins huffing and puffing, and he's like, okay. Alright. So my name's Belle Cornell. Sorry, kid. I didn't mean to take your body. However, in the memories, he could see how Belle gets being abused by his family. AKA, it's not Zeus who gave birth to this guy. Let's just say Zeus was so busy, he knocked up a lot of people in his day, okay? And of course, he had grandchildren. That grandchildren were abusive, but then they weren't abusive, but then they died, and he was an orphan, and got adopted, and he ran away from the orphanage. And he's like, how am I gonna hunt for food in this goddamn Forsaken? As then, right beside him, something was familiar. No, not beside him, in the pond. It was floating. As soon as he grabbed it, it was a blade. But the blade looked exactly like his blade that he had from his father. As soon as he opened it or unsheaths it, he sees a note inside of it that's still dry. As he grabs the note and reads it, it's in old Japanese, where he's from, because in this world,
You remember how the writing system is in Damanchi? Well, the writing system is so god dang confusing. And God, I gotta mute my TV because I'm playing Metal Gear Revenge. Yep. And besides, I have to go for a poop pretty soon, so I have to get just at least an hour. And plus, it's just the worst time to go for a bathroom, and yeah. But I'm not stopping it here. I just want you, okay, pause the video, tell me your comment, tell me your opinions about this, guys. I would really like to see your opinions, because right now I'm going in detail of how he got a blade and how he's been doing in the past couple of days. Anyway, I'll get to it. As Sam begins to understand the situation he's in. So this boy ran away from an abusive family and has nowhere else to stay. However, he was so exhausted that he couldn't move his body anymore. However, thanks to Sam's like cryogenic rejuvenation, it boosts his soul by a lot, but his body was getting be tired again. And he's like, well, as he pulls out the sheath out of the blade, like, this is gonna be difficult because this body is not used to it. Sorry for silence, I'm just playing as Ryan right now. As Sam was like, great. As he pulls out, he sheaths out his blade and stabs a fish that's in the river. As he pulls it out, and then just hooks it on some stuff like some bone or whatever. No, like just like he holds it and then begins trying to make a campfire. He finds some pebbles that look decent in size. As then he starts making a thing around it. As then he grabs a few sticks as well, and he puts the fish on the rock. But however, he's watching the rock very carefully because he's making sure no animals steal his fish. As soon as he does this, he begins to boing, boing. I'm sorry, I'm playing like Metal Gear Revenge right now, so on the difficulties on Revenge. So I'm sorry, I just want to play it like that, you know. Anyway, as he begins to grab the wood and go back, he sees a little wolf trying to grab it. However, this wolf's a monster, and so instantaneously he dashes straight towards it and slashes it in half almost instantly. However, his body fell over because of the fact that he's not used to this body, or the body is too weak to even hold some of his moves that he likes. From what he can remember in this body, is that what is needed is, well, in order to get stronger, he needs to level up, which thankfully he got from overhearing, thankfully this body, Bill Cornell's body, heard some stuff. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just really not in the freaking mood today. Like my voice is dry as like a Sam Palm Iranian, okay? That is how dry my voice is, because I am thirsty as a big boy on his happy hours. Let's see. Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to get water. I need it. Because I can't do this work without water, because my voice is so dry. It feels like a grape seed that's so dry. You know? Sorry for delaying the story as well. Just give me a minute.
Spell Cornell lights the fire with some with a stick that he was rolling around the wood to make a fire. As soon as he does this, he begins blowing on the fire and blowing on some dry grass that he found to make the fire go faster. After a while, the fire started, and then Sam begins doing the preparations. First, he guts the fish of all the meat. The rest, well, they were thrown in the garbage, or they were thrown to the forest because there's wolves in there. Okay, that is so much better. If you guys think that is so much better for my voice, because I'll look over the footage and I'll see how well my voice was without the water. Plus, I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long time since I've done any one of these, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit rusty. Like, I'm being serious, I'm rusty. Great, that's gonna be pain. If you guys seen the screen upside down, it's because I actually did something by accident, so yeah, that sucks. Wait, how long is this anyway? We'll go for a few minutes. Anyway, as Sam grabs some spices from the forest, aka some herbs and some spices off the trees, because he knows this, because in this family there was this tradition where usually one of the family members, or the second youngest or eldest, would go out into the forest and find the herbs, and with only a dagger. And each year they would bring with lost spices. So Stretching Sam knows a lot about spices. And also, he's a goddamn math genius. Why? Because he made his sword, the Ishimura, the blade that can pierce anything. Oh, right, the note. I never said about the note, did I? Gosh dang it. I'm sorry, guys. As Sam still had the note in his pocket, or in this child's pocket, as he reads it and to pass the time for the food to be done cooking. As he begins reading it, hello there. If you're reading this, then you're in another world. And also, God told me this as well. Since if you didn't meet God yet, then I'm so sorry. If you have, then tell him this. Thanks God for being such an a-hole. Gods exist here. And he's like, who's this written from? Like some random dude, just an idiot. That Sam's like, okay, so this note was written a long time ago. However, if my memory serves me correctly, this child's body's memories encased of him just being him. And also, something ain't right here. Why do I feel like I've been isekai in one of those animes that people keep talking about? Of course, every man must know which generation he's in. I don't even know much about manga. I gotta take a leak. As Sam goes like a bit near a far, like goes a bit far near, but he goes to somewhere near his campfire so that his fish, when he gets back, he can begin eating his fish. As soon as he opens his pants, Sam was like twitching his eye, like, oh my god. Of all the kids I could have came up with, why does this kid have such a big effing cockadoodle? Like, I'm saying it's the length that it would makes a girl happy, okay? That's all I'm saying, okay? Anyway, after he got done doing his business, he gets back to the campfire and he sees another wolf trying to get his food. And instantly, he dashes towards them and slices their head off. He's like, ah, damn monsters. As he picks up the crystal stone and puts it in the bag that he made from leaves and some leather from a dead cow that he found out there. As then he begins eating his food. Uh, this is not bad, but Jesus, I could have done better with the spicing. The herbs were in good season, but the spicing wasn't. I knew I shouldn't have picked. I knew I should have picked some lemons that were. I knew I shouldn't have picked the lemons that were still not ripe yet. As he begins eating more and more, and he just like sighs like, I'm stuffed. As then he gets it. First, I gotta make a house. Second of all, I gotta go to this place called Arroyo, the note mentioned. I'm adding that to the note. It did say where it was, too. But I can just guess with the wind. The wind is my compass. What else should I do? Obviously, I gotta train this body because I'm not going out there just with this weak body. God. From what I've known from this kid's boy's memories, that adventurers can gain skills by leveling up. As then he wonders, like, maybe some of my skills when I die transfer to here. And Sam's like, I wonder if there's still. I wonder if I can make my blade the Ishishimura like I did in the other world. However, that took a lot of time and trial and error. However, it's pretty good. Anyway, let's do this. So, pause. How long he's gonna be training there? So basically, he's 5 right now. 5 or 7. I'm sorry. I really want to go with 5 for now. So basically, he's gonna be training up. He's gonna be training for 5 years from his martial arts, martial arts, and martial art and stances again. But because since he's a master, he's basically it's like him teach. He's self disciplining himself, like knowing what his limit is. And for the other 4 years is because, if you remember correctly, Bell was 14. And in that anime, he's going to be 14. And part 2, I'm going to make it so, like, when this video first releases, you will see a part 2, so you can understand the story. So, but by doing those 4 years is also going to be another type of training. Building, experimenting with materials and everything. So, it will take 5 years for him to be training, another 4 years to research of all the materials on this world, or just materials that he's at, and he's gonna gain more in the audio. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll talk to you later. I really have to go back. Goodbye.